I'm very excited to see how he's gonna deal with the Falco here, being a bit stubbier than Falco with those combos. Oh.
So this is how we're gonna start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is how it's gonna go. Very flat, very pancake. I love the movement coming out here. Oh, the down tilt, big, big, big. Huge.
Very
kind
optimal.
of crazy with the movement.
This is nice. Yeah, I love the momentum here from Dice, building up that
He's walking forward. He's walking forward. It's a little scary here. He's walking forward.
Yeah, trying to figure a way in. I mean, with these lasers, good call out. I mean, trying to read J-Jaw's role or what option he'll do next. Again, they're just kind of exchanging air hits. Nothing too crazy, though.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, how do you deal with this, like, immovable object versus unstoppable force? How do you deal with this? Yes, the crowd is going crazy out here. They're all... He's just going. Yeah, I mean, what do you do here, actually? Like, what do you do? This is something.
Well, as you can see, J-Jaw is enjoying the tune. Dice is shaking his head. One of these players is having a good time, the other is not. This is definitely just one of those like mental games that your opponent just puts you through, and it's just like, what do you do?
Just gotta hold it. I mean, I don't know if there's a rule for stalling, but then again, it's like
we're already crunching down 2 minutes, by the way.
I think
because the timer was at 2 minutes.
Going about it. Like, I don't know. It's
yeah. This is we're trying to see how to.
I don't know what they're doing out there. If there is going to be something. I think they're talking about it. It's like, yeah. So they're talking about it with them, like that you can't stall because it's like you can't do anything.
Well, not only that, but the timer is 10 minutes, so it's just not optimal.
What's happening?
Okay, I guess Michigan State A takes the dub. I don't know.
What just happened?
I don't know. They were cheering for Dice.
Did they?
They're somehow still playing the match out. Dice is...
Well, no. JJ walked off stage, so...
I don't know what's going on.
Getting worried about it? Actually? Did they? Oh.
They're just going to set up for their next players.
I think they both double DQ'd. I think both players got DQ'd due to stalling.
Let's just take the time to recognize our TO, Pac Diesel. If you do not know, now you know Pac Diesel. He's just kind of
doing his thing.
Trying to calm the storm before anything more hectic happens. Yeah. Yeah, this is our last Collegiate cruise, and we're just starting off like this.
I'm more so trying to figure out what they're going to do from here, because now they're talking about...
I think they're just trying to decide like who to send in now.
Well, I mean, what's the strategy here for sending anybody in? Nobody knows anything. Just send in your player.
Yeah, I think at this point they could just send in anybody, or at least their strongest suit or whatnot. Or maybe even try to send out like a player who can just... like a very like generic character that could at least just get the reads and the bad options and habits out of one of Northwood's players. Just get a feel for them, and then so they know how to set up the next two players for the third and fourth position as well. That's what I would imagine, but I guess a lot of strategy does go into this, so we'll see what Michigan State has in mind and how Northwood chooses to pursue this.
Yeah, how both of them respond in this situation, because this is just kind of like a little weird situation, honestly.
Yeah, you don't see this happen too much. Rarely, this should not happen, but this was one of those rare chances.
What a fun game that allows for this to even happen, you know?
Yeah, what are the chances? Quite indeed. But yeah, I hope you guys at home are enjoying this.
I'm enjoying the music at least. Like, that's something.
Is this Kirby music? It sounds like Kirby music.
No, it's Pokemon. It
sounds like it could be in Kirby.
Well, they're on Pokemon Stadium. I mean, that is the thing. Okay, looks like their next players are going to be heading up to the stage here in just a moment, and we're going to get things hopefully really started here.
Yep, we're actually going to get a match now for for the audience at home. Apologies for the delay, but now we are hopefully going to be getting into an actual match now for some gameplay, for some good action.
I hope we're going to see more movement than just, down tilt. So.
I hope we see some percentage.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see one hit.
Right.
I need the crowd to become alive when the first hit's down.
Yeah, honestly, the venue does seem a little bit more fuller than it first was initially when we started off this morning, and even especially in the afternoon. But now, given it's like 3 or 4 Central Time, I mean, people are slowly coming in, seeing the matches and whatnot, seeing what the Collegiate crews have to offer, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's later in the day, so gamers are able to wake up, so that probably helps with it. But yeah, it does seem a bit more lively in here now that the day's kind of been going through, especially with doubles been going on too. Looks like their next players were set up.
Rydra. So gonna be receiving the Ridley once again.
Yeah, Ridley, and then not sure about the other player with that, so I can't see their tag.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's really helpful that like Michigan State has their player names on the back. But for Northwood, they don't have the player names, so I'm just like, the only player I recognize is J-Job.
Yeah, that's the only one, and now he's gone. So.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's go see.
It's Soaked Pop. Oh, good.
Yeah.
My bad.
Saw them earlier,
I forgot about
so
Soaked Pop. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know if we saw this earlier today, possibly, but I don't know.
I was watching a little bit of it. I saw Soda Pop on stream, so yeah, I saw a little bit of gameplay. So, but I'm very excited to see this, the Ridley and Wii Fit.
Yeah, this seems like it's gonna be a tense match. We're gonna see who's gonna take this second match then, either if it's gonna be Michigan State or Northwood. So, yeah.
We'll see here as they get started here with the, I guess, second players now playing instead of the first players.
Right.
2, 1, go!
Getting that deep breathing going. So it's a pretty optimal move for the very start because it's just like a freebie you get at the very beginning as well. And you just bank so much off of it, as we can already see from So Good Pop with all the percentage that's racking up onto Rydra here.
Yeah, 46% with that first breathing. Like you said, yeah, pretty free to get it at the beginning of the game. Trying to find a air dodge in and not getting it. But right now, yeah, both of them just kind of trading percents being pretty even right here.
Yeah, Rydra just spawning very well right now. Not letting So Good Pop get those deep breathings, too easily and taking advantage of every moment possible just to make sure So Good Pop doesn't land those. But again, that's where it comes into play and benefits the most off stage. But unfortunately, Rydra gonna respond with that down tilt, I believe, on ledge.
Yeah, the downward angled poke there, just getting the regrab, just very good for Ridley, be able to poke right there and find some extra, find that, kill. Very good for Ridley, and ooh, okay. Actually racking on quite a bit of percent right here. Oh, getting an air dodge read too!
Yeah, through the platform as well. Very nice. Coming from Rydra here. 3 stocks still into play. Barely reaching 100%, but again, So Good Pop with that deep breathing. This could be scary, and the Soccer Bell out to play, trying to get that up smash read, but not gonna stick it out.
Yeah, very scary situation here. Once again, Ridley trying to go for the up B, getting punished for it. But you see that as soon as he gets the lead with those extra stocks, he's able to just go for those suicide dares, or those suicide upbees, and be able to find some good kills potentially.
Yeah, definitely. So now things are looking a little bit dicey right now for So Good Pop. You're off stage right now, and your best bet is to just try to safely land. But when you're against Ridley, he's covering all the options.
Yeah, he's just going in right now, playing that. Playing good edge guarding with
Command
that
grab.
side B. Yeah, not killing. But finding a good bit of percent. Just good edge guarding coming out here from Ridley. Just good spacing in general, not letting Wii Fit Trainer get back on stage. And a throw can do it, or a back air. Yep.
Yep, back air. Very nice.
A solid 2 stock coming out there from Ridley.
Yeah, unfortunate for So Good Pop there, just could not find, his way in there, especially against, you know, Ridley as well. It's just such a tanky character and really, really just has so many options that they have to cover everything. They, like, Ridley just really has all of those tools to make sure that you just have no way of recovering.
Yeah, I mean, just the spacing, using the poke at the ledge to be able to two-frame or potentially, punish regrabs as we were seeing. Just very good, and just having that good advantage state that's just really fleshed out. Like, I don't know about the disadvantage state, but he's just been holding on to that advantage state for so long that it doesn't matter. And it looks like here we're going to be seeing the Kazuya, I believe. This was the Kazuya from earlier in the day that...
oh, yes. Yeah, you're correct, yeah.
That took out an entire team, right? I believe? It was the first set of the day, I believe.
I think they did.
It was, if not... No, yeah, I think it was. So, Kazuya versus Ridley... Scary situation, and if Kazuya gets that like advantage state, be able to hit those, Ridley's gonna explode probably.
Yeah, although Ridley has all those ledge cover options and all the edge guard options. I mean, I'm just wondering if Ridley has the options to defend against Kazuya. Like, although you have all the tools to block out your opponent from recovering, do you have the tools to wall out a Kazuya?
I don't think so, because Kazuya not only has his up B, but his double jump is also very good for getting back to ledge. So either you can get back to ledge, or I'm wondering if the Kazuya flies past ledge, and if Ridley's trying to poke with that with the tail, if that extends his hurt box, and then he gets hit by up B and dies for it. So I'm wondering if that could come into play.
Yeah, I guess we're going to find out here. Picking out our stage here, and it's going to be Hollow Bastion.
So looking at this here, it's going to be Ridley, and then we're going to be seeing the Kazuya. Yeah, here we go. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, Ridley still has 2 stocks left. You can still maybe get 1 stock off, even if you don't take all 3 stocks from the Kazuya. But we'll just have to see how this plays out for Michigan State.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, again, when you're going up against Kazuya, it is going to be a tough one. Hopefully, Michigan State A could close out at least a stock or 2, or maybe the whole Kazuya player. Who knows? And we're going to be in for a treat here for our second match now.
Coming out right here, Ridley getting away with some of this damage that they'd be able to use for finding a kill. Wow!
Whoa.
Actually, I thought they were just going to go for a little bit of edge guard. Finding a quick kill there on that Kazuya.
I guess it still applies with all the edge guard options for Kazuya. It is no different when it comes to this Ridley just completely having stage control. And again, all these ledge options that Ridley has, and the command grab all the way from center stage.
Yeah, Ridley's just really good at pressuring on the ledge, or just pressuring get-ups from ledge. He's doing a great job of spacing himself perfectly so that this Kazuya isn't able to get anything off. Trying to get an air dodge in and not finding it. But very scary because that stock could have been gone right away there. Okay. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot. Just constantly, this Ridley finds a way to get his opponents on ledge and just in these situations where he just loses all the stocks. And now Ridley's actually up against the Kazuya.
You know, I might have jinxed it when I said this Ridley might just knock out the Kazuya player, because we still have not seen a stock lost from this Ridley. It's still hanging on to the 106%, still racking up that damage on that Kazuya, trying to get a greedy edge guard. Not going to land anything, though.
Not gonna land it. Kazuya's trying to look for a mark here, trying to at least get one stun move in to be able to find this kill. 130 could kill 2. Trying to go for up B.
Yeah, Ryder here has just excellent momentum, though.
Oh, that's it.
Was that just bad DI? Or
he looked like he was about to live, but then he didn't. Might be something with Kazuya's double jump having that weird kind of start momentum that pushed him into the blast zone, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
But
well, either way, Ryder holding down the fort right now.
Yeah, holding
2
it
stocks
down.
still.
Yeah, 8 stocks to the rest 3. So.
Yep.
Yeah, doing a very good job. As you said, as you've been mentioning, just all the options he has on ledge just keep opponents just out.
Yeah.
It's so strong.
And it really didn't even matter against, like, Kazuya. Like, out of all characters, Kazuya, it did not matter because, again, we've seen the situation with the 2 Kazuya players we've seen in the crew battle, like, how much Kazuya just gets one hit and your stocks are gone. But when it comes to Ridley, or especially when it comes to Rydra, being able to still take advantage of the edge guard pressure and the ledge traps and whatnot, it was no different. It was just consistent thoroughly, and the momentum, especially that Rydra was building up, was just clean the entire time.
Yeah, it's just like that practice that's probably gone into that edge guarding and that ledge kind of situation that he's put into this. So you can really see it start to come out in this gameplay.
Yeah. And now for Northwood's last player here, I believe it is Copel, King K. Rool here. So a little bit of a heavy battle head-to-head here. We're going to see how this goes again. Rydra only with 2 stocks to play here. I mean, with the way that Rydra is playing right now, his hands are definitely hot, and he just seems warmed up and ready for this K. Rool.
Yeah, I think he's ready for it with that edge, that roll read with the F smash. K. Rool having a really tough time trying to find his way back on stage, and I really don't think none of the players from Northwood have really figured out like a strategy for their other teammates who are coming on later for what they should do against this Ridley coming back on stage.
Yeah, it seems like at least Copel is, you know, holding out a little bit better than their previous play. Oh my god!
The techs? The techs? We tech this? We tech this?
Yeah, welcome to Tech City. I mean...
yeah, but that dash tech, even late dash tech,
wow.
Killing.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that dash attack killed from center stage once again. I mean, given PS2 is a pretty, you know, base stage, how?
At 180, definitely would have killed even if it wasn't the strong hitbox. And Ridley being able to find that kill is huge. As they rack on damage even more, the RAR out of the down throw is going to be doing more damage. And that back air will be getting one with a taunt 2-2.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Copel is holding out this time around, putting up a much better fight than the 2 previous players. But again, it's not over till it's over right now. You know, still Rydra with this good lead here, only with that, you know, 38%, trying to get all this percent building right now on Copel. It's deadly right now, but again,
those fireballs, what do you do? Because you just have to eat the damage coming back, and then eventually, you know, your damage is just going to be too high and you're going to get killed for it.
Yeah, that side special coming out from Rydra was a little bit too risky, and, you know, Copel going in with that back air option, but the back air also coming out from Rydra. We are now down to our last stock. This could be it for Northwood, or if Copel clutches this out, we are going to be moving on to the next player from Michigan State A.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough situation for Northwood to try and make this one back. Copel hanging on to that 1 stock and has to get through 2 more players after this, but is trying his best to work his way in against Ridley.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, given, you know, Rydra has to play with basically what he has left, just 1 stock and 140%. And a dream, but that's it, yep.
No, the up tilt not killing.
The DI!
Oh my goodness, but
no,
the blunderbuss will be catching on the platform.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, Copel holding it out though with that last stock. It was definitely down to the last stock, you know. Copel went with a clean slate with 3 stocks fresh, and Rydra playing with 2 stocks back to back, you know, and was able to get Copel down to his last stock. So now that we're going to be seeing
Talon.
Oh, I don't think we've seen this player yet.
I don't think so. We haven't seen them right now, but
unless our previous casters have seen them and casted them, but we have not. So yeah, I guess it's going to be interesting to see what Talon here is going to show us.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here. But the 1 stock, Copel still has to work through this player and also the next one. And Mr. Gamewatch might be doable, but we might be seeing that same issue we were seeing with Ridley Fireballs with Game & Watch Chef at ledge. Yeah, trying to get back to
all
stage.
That bacon.
Down in City looks like it's going to be the play here for the stage. And I do think this is a fine stage, but Game & Watch is definitely going to have a good time, you know, having less space to chase around K. Rool with.
Yeah, I mean, with Smashville here, I don't know what the plan is here, but already with the reflect, I don't even know what the heck's going on right now. But again, all of these just all of these nairs coming out to play here. It's not looking good right now for Copel.
The bucket is really good for reflecting the projectiles like the blunderbuss and the crown, but Copel was ready for it immediately with his own counter, so yeah, they're going to have to watch out for that to see if that happens later, but 112 might be over real soon for Copel as he's really unhealthy on even the first stock here.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Talon trying to go for that down smash, not going to land it. I think they're trying to land a Dare there.
Yeah, belly clink with Dare for some reason. We'll find a kill there, but I'm not sure why Dare clinked with the belly there when it clearly went through K-Rool's head.
Right. You know, some things we just cannot question.
I guess so, but like, look at this bucket usage. Is very smart coming out here from Game & Watch and just putting on some more damage. But Copel still hanging on just barely, has to get around the chef here.
Yeah, and again, all that crown play coming from Copel is doing a lot of damage. Although it's one tiny projectile, it is doing wonders right now.
Oh, 157. This is not good. That backer could have spelled doom for Copel. He's just playing safe, just not overextending. But you got to go in eventually against Game & Watch.
Yeah, Copel at 50% and gonna land it with that raw up smash, securing that last stock. And game one going to be going to Michigan State A.
Yeah, going to be closing out there. Yeah, like you said, clean finish there from Game & Watch. But unfortunately, Copel did overextend with that dash attack, being stuck in lag. And you really can't do that in that situation because it's your last stock. It's your last chance to make a comeback. You can't be throwing out unsafe things like that.
Yeah.
Even though they were doing a lot of, fade back bear, fair and all that. I think going for the mix-up with a dash attack, like something unsafe that they're not expecting, it's such a hard gamble with low payout because if you mess up, it's over. So I really don't think the risk is worth there to change it up. You should just stick with what you've been doing, and even though you're not getting any results, it's better than going a little bit too far and just losing everything.
Right, yeah, I definitely agree. It is definitely a high risk that we're playing here. I mean, Smash Ultimate is definitely a high-risk game for anybody, honestly, when you're going head-to-head with anybody. And again, going with these Collegiate crews, it's just a lot to think about and to consider when you've got these lineups and all of these talented players. You definitely have to think a lot about all your options and all of the possibilities. So,
yeah, you have to be mindful of just, like you said, like everything going on, and you can't like look away or think about something else for a second,
Yeah, definitely. So, looks like they are now going to be setting up for their game 2 here. Just trying to figure out again players and whatnot. Seems like Northwood has a player picked out potentially. Yeah, either way, it's also like the same question. It's like, when do you know to take that gamble? Because it feels like sometimes people just take the gamble, as we saw a lot from the Ridley, just taking consistent risk options and somehow getting lucky every time, as we've seen like all the smash attacks and whatnot.
I was gonna say it might be like the knowledge of how many times has this other player, other players done. What have they done in this situation? What's the most likely thing to happen? I really think that's where it comes from, because when I play and I do Sora like side B back to stage, it pops up onto the small battlefield platforms.
Right.
Most of the time, people roll in on those platforms. So I just go for an up smash there because I know that it's safe enough to where I'm not going to get hard punished for this, but I can still get a big hit in, if anything. And if I don't feel as, safe about it, say if it's like a fast character that might be able to get me, like Fox, for example, I just go for up air because that still covers the space, but it's safer. It's like, you have to throw that into account with like, this is what people normally do, but how much do I want to risk with my move? If I want to go for a laggier move that hits harder or like slightly less and just cover the option.
Yeah, definitely. It all really just comes down to a T again, especially as well, being able to read your opponent and also like expect it even. Just trying to even be prepared for that as well, for that matter. But it seems like both players are now set up. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a rematch moment here from our game 1. Yeah, sticking with Dice once again and J-Jaw.
Yeah, hopefully they'll actually play the game this time. you know, as
Yeah.
Sakurai intended, but we'll see if it starts
As
up
Sakurai
again.
intended.
I mean, he intended us to beat each other up as Nintendo characters and other third-party license pending.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find out if they're willing to play this one out this time around, or if we're just gonna see a bit of a repeat. From
Maybe they're just throwing more moves to just kind of pressure each other more, but yeah, I mean, what do you do here? If I'm Dice, oh, okay, there we go. If I'm Dice, what do I do? Because Jaja is really going for something here with the pancaking underneath Falco Laser. Like, what do you do in this situation? You
It's
know?
honestly just really unfortunate because there's not really much you could do. You just kind of have to hold it. But I mean, for Dice, it's really, you know, it really just does not matter at the end of the day because once he's able to get that grab in, he's even able to land a couple aerials and take about 20-30%. And he's just going to have to hold on to that, honestly.
Yeah, like, you just kind of have to eat that percent if you get that combo throw. But Jaja's doing a good job of just, you know, keeping away, getting the combo started here with Kirby. These down tilts are doing a lot of damage and, you know, back up to an even game now with that one combo.
Dice responding accordingly, though, with that up tilt into that fair little bit of percentage again, just slowly building up, getting these stray hits. Nothing too crazy, just the 1-2 strings as well that are slowly going to add up to some stock deficits, hopefully soon.
Yeah, it's really just going to come down to, after these combos, just who gets the first big hit and forces the other to approach them with, like, you know, that high percent range. Like, whoever gets this first stock is going to be able to get a bigger lead by getting their combos first on the next stock. Right here, yeah, both players not really wanting to overextend. Jaja trying to fish for a trip here with the down tilt. Going to be getting dash attack strong and going to be finding that first stock there.
Yeah, catching Dice's landing there as well, going to take the first stock. Dice just trying to figure out a way here to get this first stock, but again, Jaja just kind of playing the mind games here.
You got to time your laser shot to hit him when he's going up.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what Jaja's looking for. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's all mind games. It's all just mental fortitude. They're gonna have to, you know, force down. But again, I mean, gotta find a way in first to begin with, and gotta secure
yeah,
that back air through the falling platform. So very nice from Dice here, taking that first stock. I mean, we'll see if Dice is still able to put up a fight here.
I mean, that second stock was taken away due to just the unfortunate air dodge buffer
Right.
from the Kirby inhale. So we might be able to see Dice take a second stock here, but I don't know if he can be able to take two stocks with his one after that unfortunate SD.
Yeah, we'll see. 51% right now, though, on Jaja. If Dice can land a couple more strings, it could be in his favor, but it's looking a little unfortunate right now. Nearing to the 100% as well. It could mean death soon.
Yeah, it could have been it right there as Jaja tried to go for the ledge trump into the bear, I'm assuming, but not finding it. Going for the spike, getting the weak hit though. Both of them at high percents. Any next hit might be able to do it. Jaja wanting to hold on to that second stock really bad.
Yeah, not too much in Dice's favor here. Again, just needing to secure that second stock. But again, at 145, you got that max range building up, and you're also very light, so yep. That's just going to send Dice into the blast zone, and Jaja carrying on with two stocks still.
Yeah, being able to hold on to that second stock is so important for Kirby, as we might be able to see another inhale off the ledge and find another cheesy stock that way.
That was very smart coming from Jaja. You know, almost like expecting that out of your opponent. Like, oh, they're gonna try to get out of it, but if I just hold on a little longer, or maybe like let go sooner, they're not gonna be able to read that. They're not gonna know when. And especially, you know, that unfortunate like air dodge buffer, as you mentioned, just being able to like read that and like know your opponent is looking for that for a way out. It just, you know, it led to their loss, unfortunately. But you know,
I'm wondering though, because that wouldn't have put you in a situation where you had to tech or mash the like tech or like air dodge anything. So I'm wondering if that was just a misinput just due to mashing, trying to mash out. which I'm thinking
It
might
could
have
have
happened.
also been a misinput. You're right.
That's what I'm thinking what happened. So like you have to be cautious that like mashing, like make sure that your buffered option out of your mash isn't that air dodge, that has to be your jump or like your recovery.
Yeah.
So that could have been what happened to Dice there.
Yeah.
But it looks like their next player is going to be coming up, which is
Suspect,
yes, Suspect, I believe.
I can't see.
So
Yeah. Okay. I believe it is Suspect then. I think
Yeah.
Michigan State only has one Kazuya, unless they had two. Playing some mind games. Oh no, it's
I think
Suspect.
it's, yeah, the only one. But
Okay.
Kazuya Kirby, going to be a little bit scary for Kirby. Like Kirby can get like damage or like tripping, maybe. But Kirby's a light character, and we all know what happens to light characters against Kazuya Mishima.
Oh, right. I mean, again, it all just depends if Suspect is able to land a single blow, given that J-Jaw has a handful of tools, you know, of their own. So, again, this is just going to really depend on who can get the first hit, essentially.
J-Jaw was doing a good job of incorporating pancakes into his combo as well, because it would pancake underneath Kazuya's grab, which is his main combo starter he's looking for here. So very smart plays coming out from J-Jaw, using the pancake once again to duck underneath the attack and find the kill. Oh!
Yeah, that was a nice spot dodge read coming from Suspect there, and especially even getting a couple hits as well. And not a stock just yet, but again, trying to ledge trap, trying to get the pressure here with the up special. No stock taken just yet, though. Suspect is trying to just read J-Jaw's landing here, but unfortunately going to pay the price with all this percentage racking up now.
Yeah, 45% is a little unhealthy, but still healthy enough. But you have to find this kill here real soon against J-Jaw. And what can you do against a pancake, you know?
Yeah, I mean, J-Jaw has definitely put Suspect in a couple jab lock situations there, so that was just a tough one to get out of, you know, especially as Kirby, but...
I was going to say, really, the only thing that Suspect can do is, like, down smash, but that has startup on the top of it. Okay, J-Jaw going for hammer flip and not being able to get back to ledge for it, and has to deal with Kazuya having his rage.
Yeah,
Getting rid of it, though, just in time.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like J-Jaw is too shaken up by it, though. I mean, given that Suspect is almost at dead percent here, I mean, it's still pretty much in J-Jaw's favor. And
Yep.
it is still in J-Jaw's favor.
Yeah, there's going to be the up throw at 170, absolutely killing here, one stock apiece. But Suspect finally finds a grab in this first one, isn't able to extend as much as he wanted, but still getting a little bit of damage. Oh, I feel like that would have killed.
I mean, in another world, maybe it did, another universe.
Oh,
But currently, we're watching this one right now, and it's just a lot of strings we're just seeing coming from J-Jaw here with the consistency out to play, and with the forward smash, but the DI coming from Suspect.
barely.
Hanging
Ow.
on a thread right now with his last stock at 105%.
Yep, that's going to be it. No!
Yes!
What? DI!
The DI
Oh
for
my
both of these
goodness.
players is up to par right now. It is unmatched.
Can we
One
talk about the
move.
double parry on
The up
final
special.
cutter? The double parry on final cutter and the persistence to hold out and get that win. Wow.
Yeah, the L special coming from Suspect. Gonna hold it out for the last stock, basically last hit too.
Oh my goodness. What a play coming out from Suspect here, hanging on barely and getting rid of J-Jaw, but
Yeah.
2 stocks at the cost for it.
Yeah, and Suspect is on his last stock, so this is gonna be a little hectic going on to Northwood's second layer. We'll see how much Suspect, how much damage, you know, he's gonna be able to deal with on Northwood. But again, we've seen the one stock comebacks, we've seen all the potential. So who knows? And again, with Kazuya, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot that can happen with one stock.
There
so,
is. But I think that there is maybe something that could take it out, and you know, Northwood does also have a Kazuya of themselves.
Yep.
So we could potentially see a Kazuya Ditto if they send that player up.
Yeah.
Which would be a little risky because, you know, Kazuya gets combos, like, he's dead. But if you get that out of there, you have a Kazuya set up right away for the next opponent.
Right.
So it just depends if you're able to hold on to your stocks or not.
Yeah, it's all going to depend up to here to Northwood's positioning and how they choose to send their next player up for Suspects to battle with, and it seems like we are going to be getting a Kazuya Ditto.
That's what I was thinking. You know,
You read them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it makes sense. It's your character against the same character, and all it really matters if you've been practicing your Kazuya combos with him being heavy, like, you just need to get that combo in, and then he's dead. Get him out of the way. Let's get to the next person. So, Suspect's really going to have to lock down here if he wants to take at least one stock away from Northwood's Kazuya, let alone 3. But he's only got 1, and he's going to have to hold it.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about this, though, is that this is both their second players, so we are not close to this being over. So given that both of their Kazuyas are both in that second position, I mean, it's still either of the Cruz's game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just very scary for both players because they know the power that
they know
hold.
what's coming.
They know what power they have.
They know what they signed up for when they
Yeah.
when they both picked Kazuya Mishima.
Very excited for this, seeing Hollow Bastion being the pick here. We'll see how fast they get into it once Suspect gets rid of his 2 stocks. Yep. There you go.
There you go.
Get the death drop going.
Now we're ready to play.
Okay, seeing them scrap a little bit. Suspect trying to push Northwood Kazuya to the ledge. And yeah.
Yeah, Suspect already with a strong lead here. Again, it's just that one move that sets all the momentum here.
Ooh,
Trying
the
to get the
mistake!
finishing touch.
The
And
mistake!
gets the
Oh!
laser snipe! He gets the laser snipe! 6% only on Suspect right now for this last stock he has to play with.
This is the gamble that you were playing with. Like, you know what Kazuya's power is. You just have to find that stock. You just need to get one. Suspect
That's all
going
you need.
again. Ooh. Okay, the down air was questionable, but we're back in it. Missing the grab. These players, okay, Suspect's making another play, almost getting a second snipe there. Doing a bunch of damage. Suspect is running away with this game.
Yeah, this is an incredible lead for Suspect. Down to the
there's the
last
turnaround.
stock already getting more percentage up, going to 70%.
It's just so scary. Like, the pressure's on for you to hit your combos. Suspect is 1 stock away from getting rid of this Kazuya. A huge thing for Michigan State if they're able to close this out.
Yeah, this is so scary. One Kazuya on ledge here, and one has stage control. How do you respond with a grab back throw? This is going to be scary. That's the up special.
But you got rid of Kazuya's rage there, and you still have yours on deck later. The up B is going to be taking it for Michigan State. Suspect with a 3-0 with 1 stock only.
Yeah, Suspect
Huge.
just cleaning up Northwood's players. This is looking brutal right now for Northwood. I mean, at least the first game around, it seemed more even and more matched up head-to-head. But this second time around, Suspect is the MVP right now. He is holding out for a hero. He is the hero himself, even though Kazuya Mishima is not, you know, I mean, either way, it's just, I don't know. This is not looking too good right now. But again, as Northwood is going to send up their 3rd player now, So Good Pop, we're going to see if WeFit has an answer to this.
I was going to say the J-Job being able to take that first game against DICE was good for them, but then Suspect was able to turn around for Michigan State and push this to a 2-0 in this round robin here, being up 7-6, right? Or 3? I don't remember. This is player 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 7-6.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
yes, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, because Suspect is still their 2nd player, and he only has 1 stock. And then this is going to be their 3rd
Oh,
player.
yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
I was trying to count the numbers in my head, and I was thinking, I was like, is it 7, or is that part of the 3rd player? No, I messed it up. Yeah, I'm
no,
correct.
you're correct, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
We're actually going to be seeing a change of pace here, going on to Kalos, actually. I don't think we've seen this stage before.
Yeah, I don't think, we haven't seen this today, and it's kind of interesting that this is the pick here because, you know, Kazuya does really well on FD, no platforms to mess up his combos, and while Kalos does have the platforms on the side, that middle part is just combo city for Kazuya if he's able to start something. And
Yeah,
here
Suspect
it might
again.
be it.
Landing that one hit, but not going to bank on any more second time around. Yeah, not too much. It's just all these stray hits that Suspect is getting lucky with and getting the laser snipe once again.
These Northwood players, they keep getting caught by jumping right into the laser. We saw it happen with Kazuya last game. We saw it here. We almost saw it twice last game. And Suspect is just, like you said, the MVP going in.
Yeah, he is locked in right now and just completely giving Northwood a run for their money right now. This is not in Northwood's favor right now, let alone So Good Pop trying to find a way in, though. There we go. Got some momentum going right now. No soccer ball landing, though. Gotta get this.
A good combo with percent. Just that's all you need right now to find the stock. Okay.
Playing a little bit of the waiting game here, trying to see what's the move. Oh.
I think
okay.
controller disconnected.
It's okay, it happens.
It happens to the best of us, but at least it didn't account in an SD, but hey, that back throw.
Yeah, no laser snipe there. So Good Pop though with his deep breathing. Might do some more damage, but couldn't get anything off of that just yet.
Yeah, mashed out just in time to not get hit by that jab berry. Suspect's trying to find one more stock before he loses his final one. And Refit's hanging on, just trying to get deep breathing going. Up air, not getting out, and the sun salutation going the wrong way. Very scary situation here for Refit. And there's the stock.
Yep, there it is. As you said it, another secured stock for Michigan State A. Northwood down to their last stock for their third player here. So Good Pop needs a way to knock out this Kazuya, or this just might be it.
I don't like
Northwood.
this. Oh, barely got out.
Yeah,
that could have spelled disaster.
That
for
shield
Northwood.
option coming from So Good Pop, barely clutching it out, hanging again once on a thread. But again, you are basically at kill percent.
Oh my
Not gonna do it
gosh.
just yet though.
The command grab, getting sniped by the laser.
Not going to kill just yet, though. So Good Pop is still in it, has that deep breathing. Again, could get those heavy-hitting moves, but is it enough to get the stock? But Suspect with the spike at 152.
It is crazy that Suspect has been able to hang on for this long on one stock by
This is illegal.
himself. This is why Kazuya Mishima is Kazuya Mishima.
This is why Kazuya Mishima.
Just if you don't have that option, they just haven't had a way to pressure Kazuya and get kills without interacting with Kazuya. That's the big issue.
Yeah, it has definitely been a tough one for Northwood, sending in their last player now, Kolbo K-Rule. Is he going to secure this last stock off of this Kazuya, or is Suspect just going to run away with it again?
I know one thing. I don't know if they're going to let him go back to Kalos. Yeah, Hollow Bastion's going to be the pick here, because just having that open space for Kazuya to play around in just did not help them at all.
Yeah, and even though there were so many opportunities and...
Jigglypuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jigglypuff, little scary, but I mean, we've seen Jigglypuff get huge kills earlier today, so...
Yeah, definitely.
Don't count the little puffball out for one.
Yeah.
One for the other.
I mean, we'll see if Kolbo is, going to close out this last stock, but once again, Suspect is up and running right now, already racking up 50%. This is deadly, but Kolbo already trying to secure the early stock, sending it to the blast zone with the fair train. Woohoo! Got him out immediately. Say goodbye to that Kazuya. No more shenanigans. You're done.
That's all you needed. You just need somebody to carry Kazuya to the blast zone. Just hold my hand. We're going to the blast zone.
Yeah, that's definitely what Northwood needed. Had to secure that last stock off of Suspect, and that's hopefully what's going to set the rest of this, set here. I mean, who knows what we're going to be seeing, given that Northwood is down to their last player and Michigan State still having two more. So,
but they're locked into Jigglypuff, so they know what to deal with. And Jigglypuff being a lighter character, floatier, she's going to die very easily if she gets caught in the wrong situation.
Yeah, it seems like as well Michigan State 8 is going to be sending in Talon again, which we are going to be seeing Game & Watch again. Either against Jigglypuff or K-Rule. We shall find out, I guess.
So, Game & Watch against Jigglypuff, I think would work out because Game & Watch is just able to throw out Nair and just rack up damage on Jigglypuff. And while you're not able to, get any cheesy kills unless you do like down throw 9 hammer, which 1 in 9, that's still damage that still is important for the game.
I mean, we'll see how it's going to turn out. We're going to be going on standard battlefield here. So, much bigger stage. Got the tri-plats as well. Hopefully, this might favor Michigan State A, given with all that platforms and whatnot. We'll see, though.
Yeah, we'll see how the platforms come into play here. Trying to do some back airs right there to contest with Jigglypuff's back airs. It's going to be a battle of back airs and disjoints. The original disjoint from Melee versus the new disjoint now. Oh!
Landing an early rest on Talon. Bit unfortunate there, but now you got 5 stocks left on Michigan State. Having to take 2 more and a whole other player out. But again, still in it and rolling in on that down smash. That was so scary.
Yeah, trying to call out with the double forward air, just providing a lot of pressure off stage. Jigglypuff's having a bit of an issue finding her way back in stage. Finally gets her mark, but gets pushed out by Jab. Okay. A little bit of a weird read going, but here we go with Jigglypuff again. She's trying to start up another rest here. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of aerials coming out from Jigglypuff here with that dare into that fair as well. So it's a lot of what Jigglypuff is going to just be looking for and fishing for to get all that percentile built up.
Yeah, she likes doing a lot of those aerial hits just to rack up the damage, and we've seen a lot of those can lead into situations where she's set up for a rest. So it's good to just keep throwing those out. Jigglypuff light staying in the air, playing with her mobility, and just going from there. Ooh, getting poked by the dare, not dying. Good DI.
Yeah, it seems like the Game & Watch is struggling just a little bit to find this, killing blow on Jigglypuff, given that she is floaty and just has all the tools to avoid all of the tactics that Game & Watch might try to push out.
Game & Watch loves doing that up B out of shield into the dare just because it's a really good get-off-me tool. And, Jigglypuff really hasn't fallen for it too much, honestly, so. Seeing them just trying to trade blows, train those safe options, not trying to overextend. Just really want to hang on to this stock. Jigglypuff is hanging on for dear life for this one.
Yeah, it seems like Talon is just trying to set up for some kind of momentum here, trying to secure the first stock. Still, again, this Jigglypuff is really, they're both at even percents here, but, with Jigglypuff with the stock lead, gonna take the stock. And Game & Watch was so close to getting their second stock lost to that. Scary.
Yeah, very scary situation, but just what Michigan State needed to push this further to close out this set here. And now while they are unhealthy on this stock, a one quick 9 hammer could turn it around, if anything.
Yeah, who knows if Talon is going to look for the 9 hammer here, or hammer in general. It seems that they're just trying to play it safe, throwing out all these projectiles, getting that spacing from Jigglypuff, but that up air is going to peek out from the top platform and take Talon's second stock.
We got one more stock here on Talon. Meanwhile, Copel sitting at 2 stocks here, trying to force that last player to come out and force this to a close game.
Yeah, although Talon has all of these get out of jail free cards, especially as that up special and whatnot, it is very nice to have that, but especially with Jigglypuff, given that she's floaty, she can still get in your face. Oh, yeah, trying to get that down
she's just able to maneuver around the up B or just, pressure slightly without going too far in. And that's something that, Game Watch doesn't like. Game Watch wants to use the up B just because it's a good move.
Right. And there's really, no risk that Jigglypuff is taking here. There's really no risk at all. All the options that Jigglypuff makes here is somehow, either going to benefit or just have 0 impact on Jigglypuff.
Yeah, very smart of Copel just playing Jigglypuff as safe as possible with these disjoints and just not overextending. Just that little difference that puts you so far ahead of other players.
Yeah, and this is just not looking good for Talon here on the last stock at 125%, especially on that top platform. That Jigglypuff trying to look for a grab or something. Ooh. Not going to kill just yet. 79% trying to fish for that edge guard. Not going to land it either.
Oh, barely
down
making it
smash
back on
either.
stage. Yeah, Jigglypuff has to watch out for that because she's going to get explode. She's going to explode from the F smash.
Yeah.
A very scary situation. Both players basically at last hit, just looking to extend a little bit further. You see these up smashes coming out. Talon trying to see if Copel will take the bait, but that bear will be getting it, and you'll make it back too.
Yeah, this last stock into play here. Is Talon going to be able to close it out, or are we going to be moving on to our last player from Michigan State A? Who knows? And we might just find out. Yep, Jigglypuff securing that last stock.
I'm going to be honest, I thought the red screen was for Jigglypuff for a second. I'm like, there's no way up smash uncharged killed at 12.
No, there's no way.
Oh my god.
I don't think that would. I don't think they would let that slide, right?
Oh, absolutely not. But then again, they let most of Steve slide, so who can say?
Well,
Who can say, you know?
thankfully we're not watching Steve.
I'm actually really surprised we haven't seen one Steve in this entire Collegiate round robin.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised, unless Steve's banned and I didn't know it, but
I'm not too sure, but I mean, either way, we saw two Kazuya's.
yeah,
So-
we definitely saw Kazuya.
It's a little bit of a give and take situation here. Can't be, you know, too bent about it. But for Michigan State A's anchor here, we're going to be seeing Rydra again. I mean, we'll see if he can hold down the fort here with this clean slate to start with. And Copel going to have to play with that one stock as well. You know, Northwood just banking everything on this one stock. Jigglypuff.
Yeah, Jigglypuff in a dream, but if she gets poked by one down B, she's dead.
Yeah, it might just be Joker.
Okay.
Um,
I'm seeing some who can go underneath Battlefield on YouTube, but yeah, Jigglypuff is doing the smart thing here, not going in too
not approaching.
fast. Well, I mean, if you approach recklessly against Ridley, you're going to be killed in 5 seconds.
Right. I mean, it doesn't seem like too much of a hassle right now for Copel, given they've already racked up 51% on Rydra here. Rydra already responding, though, with even percent now.
This is just such a scary situation, and the Rathalos
be
music
over.
is not helping
It
with
might
the
be-
situation. It's too
It's-
situational.
oh, my God. I
that
think
could have been a
Rydra was
rest, right?
I don't even know. It seemed like Rydra was trying to go for a command grab there, some kind of slide action into the blast zone, but not going to land it, though. Going
I
in
think
with that
might.
nair.
Yeah, side B would kill at this point because it's Jigglypuff.
Right.
Such a scary situation. Oh, the dash attack, late hit, not killing.
Yeah, not just yet. Got the fireball out to play on ledge here, just racking up a little bit percentage, a little bit of trickling damage here, trying to find that killing blow.
Like, how far can you stay off stage like that and not be punished by Ridley? Okay, there's the dash attack. Two
Yeah.
stocks in a dream.
Yeah, Copel taking that first stock here at 120%. Last stock, I mean, you've definitely got to play your card safe. It's just a dangerous game you're playing.
You just have to wait it out. Like, this is the right play, but it's so tense. You know, get your percent, leave. Like, I'm going to cash out here. Ridley playing patient. And, you know, we mentioned before, Ridley's ledge game here, the edge guarding is so good.
What happened?
Air dodge.
Oh.
They air dodged and couldn't make it back.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate. But I was going to say, yeah, the Ridley edge guarding was really good.